This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about Jalen Hurts not being top 10. Also, Nick Sirianni admitted that he is selfish. And lastly, we got to talk about Avonte Maddox as he's threatening streamers. But let's get straight into it. All right, man, let's just talk about Jalen Hurts, man. Let's get straight into that topic. He was not ranked top 10 by the NFL execs. They had their explanation, but I will go over who made the top 10, who made it over Jalen Hurts. So number one was Patrick Mahomes. Like, come on, Patrick Mahomes. That's Patrick Mahomes. He's on another tier. Number two, Joe Burrow. I believe Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts is on the same level, but a lot of people will argue with me with that. Look at the results. Both lost in the Super Bowl. Both got similar numbers. If Jalen Hurts' numbers are not slightly better than his, like, come on. Numbers are identical, same results. One guy's number two, one guy's out of the top 10. We could argue that all day, all night. Okay, so you got Josh Allen. Josh Allen about to start getting that Dak Prescott treatment for me because he's coming off like the white Dak Prescott. Get all this praise, doing all this and all that, but can't really get nowhere in the playoffs. Well, I should say he can't get past the Chiefs in the playoffs. But we'll see what he do without a Stephon Diggs. Let's see how he do with the team around him now, because Bills didn't really do a good job putting the team around him. So we'll see what he do. But if he don't do anything, the NFL execs are still going to say, "Oh, he ain't had the weapons he has." So either way, it's an excuse for this guy. Number four, Lamar Jackson. I would have put him at number three and number two. I can't argue Lamar Jackson, two-time MVP. No, same thing with the Bills a little bit. Struggle with the Chiefs, that's Patrick Mahomes. But Lamar Jackson, he's getting closer and closer getting over that hump. I wouldn't be surprised if we finally get a Birds, Super Bowl, Ravens versus Eagles. But we will see. We will see if Lamar Jackson can get over that hump, especially adding Derrick Henry. But I would have put him number two, number three over Josh Allen. But hey, this is the rankings. Number five, they have Matthew Stafford. At some point, I should say, we had to get over that he won the Super Bowl. Cool, he won the Super Bowl. Congratulations to him. I think he get top 10 or in that top five is all because he won the Super Bowl a couple years ago. I don't really see anything special about Matthew Stafford, to be honest. He's a decent quarterback, but I don't see special as him always being ranked in the top 10. But they always say, "Oh, he won this Super Bowl." Okay, cool. Number six, Justin Herbert. The league want him to be the face of the league so bad, and I don't know why. Is it a LA thing? Is it the identity politics? Is it the beautiful throw? What is it? But I don't think he deserves to be in the top 10. We're talking about a guy. Y'all talk about Jalen Hurts choking and Dak Prescott choking. This guy literally choked against the Jaguars, but for some reason, NFL execs love Justin Herbert. But what I want, one thing I do know about Justin Herbert, or a couple things, he got a couple offensive coordinators fired, and he got his head coach fired. So we'll see. He got a good head coach in the hardball there. Let's see what he do. Let's see how special he is. Number seven, CJ Stroud. I think is a thing. This love for him. He's a rookie. He's exciting. So a lot of people put him in the top 10. We got to see if he could do it again. See if he could do it again. They added a weapon in Stephon Diggs. So again, we just got to see if he could do it again. I think he should be a little bit outside the top 10, but the NFL execs love him. Number eight, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers didn't even do anything, but Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, I guess. He's number eight. It's hard for me to argue that. Number nine, Jared Goff. Okay, Jared Goff had a really good year, but over Jalen Hurts, I don't really see it. And then number 10, they have Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, he had an MVP type season, so he deserves to be in the top 10. I think he actually deserves to be a little higher based on this 10 that I list. I think he had a better year than Josh Allen. What's the difference between his year and Josh Allen year? Or, well, I guess they won a playoff game. And CJ Stroud, I was about to say, what's the difference between all these guys? These guys won playoff games. This guy didn't. But again, the overall season, like regular season, he did have a decent season. But Jalen Hurts was mentioned as an honorable mention. And this is what ESPN execs had to say. So, an NFC exec said Jalen Hurts, he was playing hurt. The Eagles tried to downplay that, but It didn't look right. He wasn't the same runner, and he wasn't a pass, and passing the ball looked really tough for him. Added on AFC scout, he'll always be in that 7 to 12 range, depending on his productivity. Right. So when you hear that, that don't sound disrespectful, right? Like, okay, I believe he was hurt. And I will also say, in order to change these guys' mind, all he has to do is win. But I heard Jeremy Flower say something, or Fowler. I always say his last name wrong. I heard Jeremy Fowler say something that pissed me off, but let me play this clip.
The most notable thing to me, and Jeremy, I want you to explain what it is we heard, is the absence of Jalen Hurts. I'm old enough to remember when Jalen Hurts was about to become the best quarterback in the NFL. That was, I don't know, 365 years ago, days ago today. Feels like years, but it was a year ago today. Jalen Hurts was as ascending a player as you could possibly be. He was on the verge of winning MVP and all the rest of that. Now he's not even in the top 10. What can you tell us?
Injuries and bad offense, Greeny, was pretty simple. You know, executives pointed out to me that Jalen Hurts did not look right last year. The Eagles could downplay whatever knee issues he was dealing with in season. Wasn't even really on the injury report in some cases, but they felt like he just wasn't moving the same. Couldn't do that dual threat ability that he's so good at with the offense. And then Nick Sirianni's attack with Philly last year was just not very good. I mean, they were in a situation where they kind of rolled the ball out, tried to do what they did the year before. Teams adjusted. Eagles didn't evolve, so Hurts was in a position where he just wasn't highlighted. I will point out that a lot of voters say, even though he's very good, he's never really going to be a top 5 quarterback in the eyes of a lot of evaluators. They say he's sort of in that 7 to 13 range, depending on how he does.
That clip pissed me off. It pissed me off because I would easily say, well, all Jalen Hurts got to do is win and everything will be over. The haters will shut up. I don't think they will, y'all. I don't think they will. I think the knock on Jalen Hurts, no matter if he win or lose, if he win, even win the Super Bowl, they're going to say he had a team around him. That team made him. Forget that he took Jalen Reagor, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and the rookie Avonte Smith to the playoffs, to a team that was projected to win 3 to 4 games. That was supposed to be Jalen Hurts basically last year's star, and we were supposed to draft, remember, Justin Fields to replace him. But nope, Jalen Hurts made that very difficult for the Philadelphia Eagles to do. Instead, they got more weapons for Jalen Hurts. And I'm sorry, A.J. Brown wasn't the same player he was in Tennessee that he is in Philadelphia. And that's why this is one of the reasons he's loyal to Philadelphia. And he would even admit his career took off in Philadelphia because of Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, and the team being around him. So Jalen Hurts, again, according to that exec, will always be in the 7 to 12, but he'll never be top 5 in these execs' eyes because of his team, because of the work, how we do, because of the O-line and, you know, the defense we build and the receivers we have and the tight end. So all we got to do, man, is hope for, you know, more Eagle guys to hit the bit media, or more Eagle guys being that talk with the execs, because that's just simply unfair. No matter what he does, it's hard for him to get past that number 7. That's insane to me. That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. Completely biased. They don't care what he do. And I'm telling you, this guy is hated. People waited for that season he had last season. People waited. And mind you, the play calling was bad. Mind you, he did historical things like the most comebacks from double digits in the season or some crazy jump. They threw that all out the window. It's like, he can never get past top 7. Come on. So, according to these execs, according to what Jeremy Fowler had to say, no matter what Eagles fans, Eagles content creators, the media say, in their eyes, he will never be top 10. But I did like something that Keyshawn Johnson said, but let me play this clip.
And then Jalen Hurts should be on the list somewhere. Okay, went every single year he's been in the playoffs. Okay, as a full-time starter. Took his team to the Super Bowl. Was one little mishap away from winning the Super Bowl.
That's a fact.
And beating Patrick Mahomes. They start off at 10-1 with coordinator crazy, offense, new coordinator, defense, 2 coordinators in 1 year. And so it kind of got all messed up, and then they went on the slide. They slid. And we act as though, Jalen Hurts can't play the position all of a sudden. Jalen Hurts was just the number 2 quarterback.
Finished second in MVP.
He was just the number 2 quarterback. How does he go from that to it doesn't work like that?
Yeah.
Justin Herbert is on a
I'm with Keyshawn, man. I'm with Keyshawn. Jalen Hurts, like, come on. A couple years ago, he was top 2, top 3. Now he can't even get in the top 10. Insane to me, crazy to me. You know, again, I'm happy there is some guy still in the bit media that brings up Jalen Hurts and talk about him in a positive light. But at the end of the day, I think the broader spectrum around Jalen Hurts is that it's the team around him. It's the team, and I love the team how we built. And I'm sorry that Jalen Hurts got to get crucified for how we doing his job, but that's what Eagle Nation go through, man. I'm sorry for being on this topic so long, but it really pissed me off hearing Jeremy Fowler say that. It really did. Sorry, y'all, it did. But let's talk about Nick Sirianni, man. Nick Sirianni spoke to John McMullen. Shout out to Jacob Media and those guys. And he opened up, man. He said some things, you know, that was eye-opening. And this is what one of the things I took out of the article. Really, I got into the meat and potatoes of it. And this is what Nick Sirianni had to say about the offense and his play calling of last year. So this is what Nick Sirianni is saying. I love my offense, but I think at the end of the day, you have to do what you think is best for the team. Sirianni admitted to SI.com, Eagles Today, and I think that's selfishness. That's a big thing. He admitted he was selfish. Now, always go back, and I'm going to get back to what Nick Sirianni said. Was it Brian Johnson's offense? Was it Nick Sirianni's offense? Nick Sirianni is admitting his offense was not that good. Howie and those guys probably talked to him like, look, your offense just not going to work. And that happened in 2021 or 2021 season. And then didn't happen again. We failed twice because of that offense, that bad play calling. But I like that he's, you know, being self-aware. But I'm going to go back into the article. He said, regardless of how much I love something is what's best for the team. In this case, what was best for the team is that we brought in Kellen Moore and let him run the offense. I like that Nick Sirianni admitted this. I like that he admitted this because it's self-reflecting, man. Nick Sirianni just simply not a good play caller, man. He's not a good play caller at all. And I feel bad for Brian Johnson. I really do. Because it could have been Nick Sirianni's offense and Brian Johnson calling the plays, but the offense is so bad, like how much Brian Johnson can do. So not only do I feel bad for like a Jalen Hurts, like a AJ Brown and the team in general, I do feel bad for Brian Johnson if this was the case. Because he lost a really good opportunity to possibly be a head coach. Now he's some passing coordinator again, so he got to take a step back. Be under Cliff Kingsbury in Washington. It sucks for him if this is the case. It really do. But I like that Nick Sirianni is really self-reflecting on himself. Like, look, I was bad and I wasn't a really good play caller. Let's bring in somebody that's elite and really good at that job. Because I think he got big-headed after the Super Bowl and thought, like, yo, I can do what Shane Steichen did because these dudes got egos. Let's be honest. We all do in a way, especially, you know, most of the people that watch my channel are men. Most of us got egos. Like, we can do this. We got this. But it does take, like, a real self-reflection to realize, like, yo, I'm not good at this one thing. Let me delegate this and give it to somebody else. And I like that Nick Sirianni took the time to look at himself like, you know what? The offense was trash. Like, we really didn't do motion. Really didn't do these things to put these guys in the best position. And I like that about Nick Sirianni, that he did that, because once his offense was figured out, he could just never adjust. He never adjust, and it bit us. After that 49ers game, we just couldn't get it going because we had a guy in Brian Johnson. This is his first year. He can't pick it up like a Shane Steichen, because remember when he started fumbling that 2021 season, Shane Steichen picked it up from there, and that's how Jalen Hurts was able to carry that J.J. Arcega-Whiteside team and all that, Jalen Reagor, to the playoffs. Then he gave full control to Shane Steichen, but then Nick Sirianni did the same thing just this last season, and he just couldn't recover because, no offense to Nick Sirianni, he's not like that as a play caller. And again, Brian Johnson was new. He trying to learn. And unfortunately, it just didn't look good. It wasn't good for the team at all. Nick Sirianni, and again, I'm happy that he's self-reflecting on what he did. It just got to get better, man. Just got to get better. Learn how to play call. No offense, I hope he never play call again. I hope we can keep Kellen Moore around as long as we can, especially if we have a good season. And Nick Sirianni really got to get this thing down pat, because at some point, Jalen Hurts gonna want his guy. And when you look at Nick Sirianni, it look like he can, no offense, but he never be the guy. So hopefully, man, Nick Sirianni get himself together and listen to his own words. Don't be selfish. Get an offense to Kellen Moore, see what he got, and learn from him. Become a student and oversee everything. But not just oversee everything. Really learn the play calling type thing. Really learn how to. You got AJ Brown, Avonte Smith, and Dallas Goedert. Now you got Saquon, and you got one of the best, if not the best, dual threat quarterback in the NFL, and Jalen Hurts. Got to learn how to use these dudes, man. But I want to get into this last topic. Avonte Maddox. Yeah, Avonte Maddox is out here threatening streamers. Like, what's going on with Avonte Maddox? But let me play this clip.
Player. Wait, who? Oh. Looks like a fucking black Viking. The fuck? He's like 40. He looks like he's 40 years old. And he probably sucks at his position.
Yeah, no, it was because we 1v1 in Fortnite.
Like, he don't even got a ring. He sucks.
Damn, why are you hating?
I'm not hating. He don't even got a ring. He sucks. I would have had a ring if I was in the NFL.
But let's get to the real deal. I heard Combi was on. Hold on, can you pull the clip up? You got the clip? I heard Combi was on Avonte ass, Shaq.
Where this nigga at?
That boy in Miami.
Oh, that's cool.
Hold on,
oh, that's real cool. I got my hitters in Miami because I got my hitters in Miami.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Now, was the streamer wrong for saying what he was saying? I have no context of why he was saying this about Avonte Maddox, that streamer. But Avonte Maddox, you in the NFL, bro. You talking about you gonna pull up on, like, you got hitters, this and that. Bro, focus on football. I almost said the N-word. Focus on football. Focus on football. Because people like, yo, you might get cut. You not a starter anymore. You not this, you not that. Bro, focus on football, man. Sauce. Get away from Avonte Maddox. Let him strictly focus on football because the spot is on the line. And he out here threatening streamers. Bro, you got camp next week. Why are you threatening streamers? Go play football. What are we doing? What are we doing? Go play football. Forget what these streamers talking about. Forget what Sauce talking about. He's the #1 corner. Yo, forget all that BS. Go play football. Go work out. Threatening streamers. He's a streamer. He has nothing to do with football. He don't know what he talking about. Now, mad they gassed up Avonte Maddox because Avonte Maddox should strictly be focused on football. His spot is on the line. It's on the line. Come on, man. You had one of the worst seasons. Even when you came back, you didn't look the same. And that's a fact. Didn't look the same. Did not look the same. You threatening streamers. You doing a bunch of BS, bro. Go focus on football. Go focus on football, bro. Simple as that. Play football. Do what you got to do. Even if you don't make the Eagles team, make a team. You don't have time to be hanging with no Sauce Gardner, man. You simply don't have time for that. Got camp again next week. Bro, don't focus. He'll look, man. Come on. Come on, Avonte Maddox. You better than this, man. Better than this. I didn't see the Eagles media pick up on this, but I just happened to see it for some odd reason. And these dudes don't even know you. The dude called you a quarterback. Come on. You talking about you got hitters, this and that. Get out that mindset, bro. Get out that mindset. And I'm not just any privileged dude talking. Bro, my bio is from Newark, New Jersey. I know about this stuff. Like, get out that mindset, bro. Go focus on football. Simple, bro. Simple as that. That's all I got to say about Avonte Maddox, man. I had to get that off my chest. And Cooper DeJean about to take his spot. I'm hoping Quinyon Mitchell somehow, some way get in the slot position because it looked like he can't play on the outsides because we solidify there. A lot of people want your spot going, man. Threatening streamers, man. Avonte Maddox, you better than this, bro. Better than this, bro. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about the news today? Little long video. Went on a couple rants here, a little bit of rants. You know, after my last video was strictly positive stuff. Now this video, damn near negative stuff, but we had to talk about it, man. You know, Eagle Owl, got to keep it real. But this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm out.